I first learned about Wingfield Ministries through the One Life program. I was a student in their second class, so I graduated in 2024 from their year-long gap year program. I was just a student, not really sure where I wanted to go after my gap year program experience, but I ended up taking an opportunity to come back to Lodestar and work as the food services supervisor. My role and involvement at the ministry is food services supervisor. So I make all of the lunches and dinners for the One Life students and the retreat guests when we have retreats and groups come in. So I'm serving all the meals, creating menus, shopping each week, and just making sure that all guests and students and staff have good tasting food. I describe the mission of Wingfield Ministries to just create a space, specifically at Lodestar, to create a space for pastors, veterans, first responders to come and be able to retreat here in West Virginia. It's a beautiful place, and we get to just be able to enjoy the creation of the Lord through the mountain range and the beautiful buildings that we have here, just being able to, rest and take a break from the world around us. And I got to experience that as a student, having this, 9 months of being away from the busyness and craziness of society, and just being able to really bask in the Lord and what He has for this place and for me and how I kind of fit into that narrative. I actually kind of have a unique experience in getting here. So a lot of the students know relatively in advance that they're going to come to the program. I learned about the program about 24 hours before I was supposed to come. So I quick turnaround, packed my house. I was in college at the time. I packed my room and came to West Virginia. I had never even been to the state of West Virginia. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. And I was driving up Smoke Hole Road, and I was like, oh, where am I? I have no idea, like, if I took a wrong turn. I don't have any service. I have no idea where I am. And that was one of the first things. As the One Life students, we met the first evening, and we talked to Lindsay Bauer, who is the site director, the assistant site director here, and she asked us the question of, like, why did you want to come to One Life? And I was like, I have no idea where I am or why I'm here. And within the first about 24 hours of being here, I knew that I was in the right place and with the right people, and I was really excited to see what the Lord was going to do. And I just fell in love with the place, and I couldn't just leave after 9 months. And I was kind of reluctant to the idea of working here at first, just because I was like, oh, I love this place and I love the mission and the ministry, but I was afraid. I had desires of my own heart, my fleshly heart, and giving it to the Lord and just saying, you know what, Lord, if you want me here, then this is where I'll be. And, taking that step kind of in faith and blindness, really, actually, I can see the benefits already. And I've only been full-time staff member for 3 months now. I was in college. My faith journey really was impacted by my time in the One Life program and will continue to grow while working for Wingfield Ministries. Specifically, I was in college before I came here, and I was living a life for the world, a typical college experience, and I was having a lot of fun back then. I wasn't taking my faith very seriously. I came to the program very last minute, and I didn't regret it for a second. I learned so much more about who Christ was and who I was in that story, and how the story of the Bible impacts me and how I want to live because of that. So the program kind of built this foundation for me, and I was able to step away from the program. This past summer, I directed a summer camp, so I was able to then apply what I learned in the program and provide the gospel message and who Christ was to the campers, which only equipped me better to come back here full-time staff and to be able to just continue to share the light of the Lord to all I see. As the food services supervisor, I have to go and I have to shop each week in Harrisonburg at Costco for the kitchen, just grocery shopping. And because it's each week and it's very repetitive, and me and my coworkers walk around the store with 3 full carts, we often get asked what we're doing, and I get to just continue the mission of reaching out and sharing the gospel. And so we now have, relationships with the workers at Costco, and, little things like that we just get to see and share Christ's love to all we see. Yeah. To be a disciple of Christ to me means that I'm just willing to follow him wherever he's calling me to go. And I really see that in my experience coming here. So last minute and kind of out of my control, deciding to work here, just being able to say, you know what, this, I don't know how this will go, but I'm willing to do it if the Lord is calling me. And that is how I felt. So I just did it, and I can see how the Lord has been using me already. People can get involved in many ways with Wingfield Ministries. They can come visit Lodestar Mountain Inn, any of our getaway weekends, or just, coming out and just seeing what we're doing here, getting away, just a retreat for a weekend. We love to have guests. I love to get to know the guests and be able to hear stories of people, and just getting able to share our story has been really cool to see. They can get involved financially. We have so many projects going on. Working in the kitchen, I have been very blessed to get to have a kitchen, a bigger industrial kitchen that is being built, and I'm super excited for that personally, being able to have a space that is dedicated to my job and being able to call it my own, and having an office and, small things like that don't seem very important for the grand mission, but it's all those little things that really get added up to just continue to serve the Lord well. So a better working kitchen allows me to be able to continue to provide meals for students and guests, and prayer is super important, and we will love all the prayer support we can get. Being able to have so many prayer warriors out there that are praying for us, and the staff that are here at Lodestar has just been so beneficial. I have often received texts and phone calls, people sharing that they're praying for us and they're supportive of the mission, and getting to pray with guests, and just seeing how much of an impact it is on the guests that come, and how we can just be able to see how the Lord is working through prayer and through the prayer of others. Yeah. I do what I do for the glory of God. Some days it's tough to say that. I genuinely do see the so many benefits of the Lord's work here, and how He is just working through all of us. I'm still growing so much being an employee here, and I think that is really why the Lord is having me here, just to continue to grow, being surrounded by coworkers that are, on fire for the Lord and wanting to see the same mission come to fruition that I do, and the rest of Wingfield Ministries. It's just really encouraging to have that support. I want the guests and the students and all who come to Lodestar to just feel at home and feel that this place is somewhere that the Lord has given them a place to retreat and be able to just know Him more. So that's why I do what I do. I love Lodestar, and I love Wingfield Ministries and all they do, and we'd love to see everyone out here and be able to experience it like I can. Yeah.
Tune in to Overcomers TV on your favorite app or streaming platform. It's time to overcome.
Horizon Media Studios, producers of the television series Answering the Call, is looking for Christ-centered, Bible-believing ministries to feature ministries like Gospel Rescue Missions, homeless shelters, children's homes, Bible colleges and universities, mission-sending agencies, pregnancy centers, and more. These are the doers of the word that James talks about. The Great Commission is to share the gospel and make disciples. Jesus taught us to pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into His harvest, and the harvest is ripe. We want to raise awareness of ministries and also mobilize the body of Christ to get involved and answer the call. Tell us about your favorite ministry Email us at info@atctv.org.